Hey, Siddharth here from India. I'm going to predict UFC 308, and at last, I'm going to give you a confident bet, confident pick, and one parlay which is going to hit. I know it's going to hit. I'm not going to make you rich in a day one, but you stick with me. I'm a good at betting, so if you're going to stick with me, we both are going to make money. So let's go. For the first fight, it's Ilia Topuria and Max Holloway. For me, I'm picking Ilia Topuria, and okay, so I'm going to say this. I'm from India. I don't know to spell most of this fighter name. I have been watching, but it's difficult to spell their name. So if I'm not able to speak the name, I will mention it in the comment in the description. You can check what's my pick. Okay, you can go accordingly. So first one, I'm going to pick Elia Taporia, and the next Magomed Ankalaev and Alexander Rekic. So in this, I'm going with Alexander Rekic. Just no reason. I think these odds are too wide, and Alexander Rekic is good enough to win this match. And for the next one, I'm going with Leon Murphy. He's younger. No, I think both age are. Let me check for 1 minute. I think both have same age. Mm. Okay. Yeah, both have same age. But I think Danige has been in this game for. If you have been watching UFC, you can see he's getting old and like played by other fighters. So in this, I think Leon Murphy is going to exceed, and this is definitely going to distance. If you want to place over 1.5 or 2.5 might be risky, but if you want to place over 1.5 in a parlay, you can place it. And the next one is Sarah Budin Magomedov and Arman Preto Petrosian. So in this, I'm going with Sarabuddin Magomedov because it's uh, it's going to be a close match. Okay, but it's in, I think it's in Abu Dhabi, right? Yeah, it's in Abu Dhabi, and judges are going to prefer Magomedov against any other fighter. Arman Petrosian is good, but activity from Sarabuddin. I know he don't hit hard. He don't have a wrestling game, but he's active. You can see he's throwing a bunch of sets, and it make look good to those judges. Okay, so the next one is Jeffrey Neal and Rafael Dos Anjos. So Jeff Neal versus Rafael Dos Anjos. In this, I'm going with uh, Jeff Neal because Rafael Dos Anjos is old, and he has been in this game for, like, I can't even remember how long. So, and Jeff Neal is bigger, stronger, and he has a good chin. He has a good takedown defense, and I'm confident in this. Jeff Neal is going to win. The next one is mm, myktybek orolbai versus Matthews Rebek. So in this, I'm going with orolbai. Sorry if I can't spell the name. So in this, I'm going with orolbai, and he's a good fighter. We have seen Matthews fade away when you when he can't finish someone or dominate someone, and I don't think orolbai is going to be dominated in this fight, and he's going to do good enough to win in judges' eyes. And I think this card, mostly fights will go to distance as it has been looking. So you can place multiple 1.5 bet, okay, but not on these. Let me make sure. But not on Ilia Topuria, okay, and Max Holloway fight. And you can place 1.5 on Robert Whittaker and Khamzat Chimaev, okay. it will go to the distance. And in this I'm going to bet to Khamzat. uh, I know Robert is good, but he don't do good against pressure fighter. You can see how uh, DDP breaked him. Okay, so in this I'm going with Hamzat. And I was the next fight is Abus Magomedov. I'm not going to spell his whole name. Abus Magomedov versus Bruno Ferreira. So in this I'm going with Abus Magomedov because I at first I thought Bruno Ferreira is going to knock Abus out, but maybe he can. You can stay away from this bet. I'm not going to place, but if you are going, I'm suggesting not to. But if you are confident in Bruno Ferreira, I think it's going to be knockout. I don't think he's going to outwork Abus. Abus can do good in 2 rounds. Okay, so he can only win by knockout. And if you are putting Abus, so it's better to put 1.5. ठीक है ठीक है means I okay. So Bruno Ferreira, if you're placing bet on Bruno Ferreira, it's has to be knockout. If you're putting Abus, so you can place 1.5, so it can go either way. So being safe. The next one is Kennedy Nejuko and Chris Barnett. So in this I'm going with Kennedy, and after that Bruno Silva and Islam sorry, Bruno Silva and Ismail Naurdiev. And in this I'm going with Ismail. Bruno I think he has been slowed. He is not as good. I remember watching this guy and was like, wow, he's a good striking. But in recent fight, it didn't impress me. I have watched him slow down as the time passed. So in this, I'm going with Ismail. So the next one is Ibo Islan and Rafael. I don't know this wood fighter, and I'm not going to place the bet in this. If you know, you can. But for me, no. Farid Basrat and Victor Hugo. I'm going with Farid Basrat. And the pick I was talking about, the most confident pick, and it's an parley. So you can put Jeff Neal and orolbai. And what was the another one? What was the name of the other guy? Rinat Fakhretdinov. You can put these 3 fighter in a parlay. It's going to be odds of 2. So if you place $100, it's going to be 200. If you are Indian audience, it's my starting video, so I don't think it's going to be audience. So if you are an individual, you are placing this bet. If you are from India, if you are going to place 1000, it's going to be 2000. Okay, so it's my most confident pick. So let me repeat it again: Rinat Fakhretdinov and orolbai and Jeff Neal. I have placed these 3 in a parlay, so it's odds of 2, and I have confidence you can win this. So and for single bet, my most confident pick is going to be Ilia Topuria and Khamzat Chimaev. Okay, these 2 are my most confident pick. I know it's main event, and let me check if I can give one more. I'm checking for the odds which has better odds. Yes, if you're going to place, if the odds are good, so you can place a single bet if you want to Abus, Abusupin, Abus Pian Mogomedov. You can place a single bet on this. Thank you so much for watching.